Hi students, and welcome to part 3, which is our final part in the video series on Methods of Stock Valuation. Methods of Stock Valuation falls under section 10 of the Office Administration for CSEC syllabus, and that section deals with Procurement and Inventory Management. In this section, we're going to look at part 3. In this video, we're going to look at part 3, and we will be looking at the average cost of calculating stock. So we looked at LIFO and FIFO, and now we're looking at Avco as a means of stock valuation. The cost of closing inventory and the cost of goods sold for a given period is based on the weighted average cost per unit of stock. This cost per unit of stock is used to determine the total value of stock, given the Avco method of stock valuation. In January, we are looking at receipts and issues, and we received 12 units of stock or items of stock, and for the example, we are looking at reams of A4 paper. 12 were received at $25. 7 were issued from the 12 receipts. The average cost per unit, $25. So the number of stock units in stock after the receipt of 12, the issue of 7 would be 5 units of stock. 12 subtract 7 would be equal to 5. So in January, our balance shows 5 units of stock or 5 reams of A4 paper, and the value of that stock would be 5 by $25, which would be $125. In February, we received 20 reams of paper at $35 per ream, and the average cost per unit was worked out at $33. Now you may ask a question, where did this figure come from? Using the Avco method of stock valuation, we take the existing stock value, add the stock received value, which will then give us the total value of the stock. The total value of stock is then divided by the number of units of the item in stock. So if we look at the example, we can see that we have in existence 5 reams at $25. We received in February 20 reams at $35. 5 by 25 would give us a figure of $125. To that we add $700, which when we multiply 20 reams at $35. The total value of stock, $825, is then divided by the number of units in stock. In this case, the number of units in stock, it's 25 units. We take 825, which is the total value of stock, and divide that by the number of units in stock, giving us the average cost per unit, which is $33. So as we said, the number of units in stock is 25. But where did this figure come from? Now, if we look at our tally or our units of stock identified for January, we will see that we have 5 in stock. In February, we received 20. 20 plus 5 is equal to 25. Using these calculations, the total value of our stock in hand in February would be the 25 reams of paper at the average cost per unit, which would give us a total of $825. In March, 10 reams of paper were issued. The average cost per unit remains the same because there were no receipts. Therefore, we do not need to work out an additional or different average cost. From this 10 issues, these 10 units that were issued from the 25, we remain with 15 units of stock or 15 reams of paper. These 15 reams would be valued at $33, and the cost of stock or the total value of stock in March would be 15 reams at $33, which would be a total of $495. In April, we received 18 reams of paper at $52. So our average cost per unit is worked out to be $43.36. Do you remember how we worked out the average cost per unit for the month of February? Think about it and see if you remember. Okay, so let's look and see where did we get this figure from. Using the Avco method, we add the stock received to the existing stock. That would give us the total stock value. The total stock value is then divided by the number of units in stock. In this case, we have in hand 15 reams at $33, so that's $495. We received 18 reams at $52, that's $936. So our total value of stock is $1,431. There are 33 units in stock. Now remember, we take our existing units, add it to the amount received, in this case 15 added to 18, it's going to be 33, and we divide the units in stock by the total value of stock. In this case, $1,431, our total stock value, is divided by 33, which represents the number of units in stock, and that gives us the average cost for our item of $43.36. At the end of April, we have 33 reams of A4 paper in stock at $43.36, and this gives us our total value of stock at the end of April as $1,431. So using the average cost or Avco method of stock valuation, our total stock value in reams of A4 paper at the end of April is $1,431. So let's look at some quick review questions. What is meant by Avco? How is Avco used as a measure of stock valuation? I want to urge you to review videos in this series, Part 1, FIFO, Part 2, LIFO, and Part 3, Avco, and see the similarities and differences in the values of stock using these different methods of stock valuation. I hope you enjoyed this video series. Good luck.